Drive DIY.
Hi folks, welcome to Dig Drive DIY. My name is Neil. Today we're heading over to a neighbor's. He's having a 12 by 20 shed delivered next week and we need to make a nice building pad. So I had a load of stone dropped off over there earlier in the week. I'm going to see if I can take the backhoe over, get it leveled up nice for him so that they can bring that shed. I really hope I have enough stone. It's probably going to be a little bit of mud underneath the snow, but I don't think the ground's frozen enough yet. So, all right, let's head over there and see if we can get her leveled up. Here we are, we got our load of stone, and what size is the building? 12 by
20.
12 by 20. And Mike's kind of got it marked out there. We're going to establish grade up here somewhere probably. Do you have a spot where you kind of want it to be?
Well, just anywhere right in here, because this is about what it is.
So there's our grade. We'll come out here. See, that ain't much stone there.
Yeah, so you're going to have 6 inches or better there.
That's about 7 inches of fill right there. I think you can bring it up just a little bit more. I think you'll have enough stone.
Okay, well, whatever you think.
Let's raise it up an inch. So set it at 0. I can raise it an inch. That would be down here. I'll make this 0 now. And that'll make it an inch higher. See, I just want to make sure that water can, not get trapped. Yeah. So that's what I like about this linker rod instead of the fiberglass pole, because you can move the receiver up and down. Remember the fiberglass sticks, they kind of stay in a fixed position. And
yeah.
9/7, as I go that way, it should go down the pole to raise up. See, it's going down the pole.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got tons of fall across there. So if the water comes up here behind the camper, even if this is dammed up a little, it'll still go around there real easily.
Yeah, that's going to get filled in.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure we weren't going to pool water.
Right.
So I don't know if we're going to come clear out here or not, huh?
Well, it just depends on the stone.
Okay. I put marks on the stick, and then from a distance I can see where I'm shooting for. Probably overkill, but that just lets me know while I'm in, without jumping in and out of the machine 1,000 times.
Yep. It
gets me kind of close, and then when we get to the point where we are real close, then we'll have to get out and go. But all right. So I did want to take an opportunity to mention something here, and that is that there is dirt underneath the snow that you can't see. This past summer, I worked down a bunch of dirt in this area next to that building with the backhoe, and it was compacted so hard that I had trouble grading it out with my little garden tractors and pull-type grader boxes. So this was some really good clay that got worked in there, and I would not be putting stone on top of the grass. There was just a few tufts of grass still up by that propane tank that you might have seen, but otherwise, all good. But I do want to hear your feedback. What do you think about the snow situation? I brought the leaf blower along in anticipation of blowing the snow off of the top, but we kind of decided it wasn't enough to maybe worry about, and so we left it. But what are your thoughts? Should I have blown the snow off, or is it all good on top of there? All right, well, let me know, and if you don't want to, just say hi in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So the idea here is that I start knocking this down, and I'm trying to picture what my grade should be when I go into the pile. So I'm not digging clear down to the bottom. I'm holding the bucket up off the ground just a little bit in order to kind of provide that fill in the very beginning that I'm going to need. And so I'm just working the pile a little bit at a time, trying to think about and imagine where the grade would be. So here on this end is where I have the most fill to do. So I'm trying to get some of this pushed over there. Put it in 4-wheel drive. And think we're going to be just a little bit short on stone. I'm going to have to move it down just a little bit. Move a little bit to the front here. Get the pile leveled up and establish a little bit of a grade. So you can see here I'm just trying to maintain the grade that I started and carry it out to the edge. And if I can get a level spot started, then I can keep it going across there. And I know that it's low right here up by this building. So I'm going to put a little bit of stone right there. Now I'm going to try to come back here in the driveway and get things leveled up a little bit. Okay, so I put a reference spot up here by the trailer. You can see it right there by the camper. There's an orange dot on the ground. And I'm going to start there and try to carry that grade out and around. You got to get the backhoe level. You can tell that it dropped down a bit. I think we're going to be short on stone. I'm probably gonna have to lower the pad down a little bit. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
That's about a 1/10 low right there from what the grade we had started. So,
Right.
but I can still live with that probably.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Because I'm putting 6x6s to set the
Right. True.
building up on it.
I always like to start high and see where I'm at and
Yeah, no problem.
take her down. All right, let's. Is that the front of the building?
Right here, yeah.
All right, so we lowered it down a 1/10. I want to make sure we get out to the line for the building. Some of this, you just got to feel it. I can't see when the bucket is. I just got to feel it. I know that I'm cutting a little bit off of the top and generating a little bit more stone. And I'm back here, I know I don't have to cut that much. Really tough because everything's kind of off camber. The driveway down here is lower, so when the backhoe gets at an angle, it makes it difficult to hold my grade because the tractor is tipping a little bit. And as the tractor tips, the bucket moves. It makes it hard to hold that position. So the best we can do is just get close here. Give myself some shots there. All right, I think we'll have enough to get that grade. All right, I sort of got it packed in there. I think we're close enough on grade. So I'm just going to try to deck this off and make it smooth looking, and then we'll rake it and do some final touches by hand, but I think we'll be close enough. Alright, my grade is pretty close. I'm just going to skim a little bit off of the front here where it was just a touch high and drag it into that low area, and I'm going to call it good. So we'll just drag this off at the back of the bucket. Try not to cut too much, try not to bounce too much. Well, we're close.
I'd say you're good enough.
You sure?
Yeah.
That'll give you some across the back to taper out, you know. Yeah.
Enough for me.
Yep. All right, well, I thought this turned out pretty good. Fortunately, we had just enough stone. I had to manipulate the grade a little bit to make do with what we had, and now the pad is plenty big for the building. We've got overflow on all four sides, and there's a little bit of material that they can rake down and taper away on that back side where we had the most fill. And otherwise, I think this is going to be great. They'll bring the building in, they'll put dollies on one end of the building, and then they have a little sulky that they attach to the other end, and they'll maneuver it into place and get everything set so that it's level. But I love these little Saturday projects where I can leave the house at 10 in the morning and be done and home by 1 o'clock, eat a late lunch, and call it a day. So I'm happy. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you found something here useful or at least entertaining. And we'll see you in the next one. So take care.